Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes, we have completed chapter 3, tissues. Now today I am starting lesson 4, flower. You have already studied about the flower, structure of flower, function of flower, but there is some reproduction we have to study in this chapter. Reproduction in plants and structure of plants. Yes, the lesson is flower. Have a look here. Flower. Flower is the attractive part of the plant, and there are different kinds of flower, and the function of flower is reproduction in plant. Okay, you are someone is asking for the question and answer progress work. We will do this with the help of Moodle app. Kindly find the answer, whatever you can find, and if you have any problem, I will give you the answer in Moodle app. Because if we are doing in this class, so we have spent too much time in this class and we have to complete the course. That's why kindly find yourself, and if you have any problem, message me. I will give you on the Moodle app. Then we are talking about the flower. This is the most important to reproduce for the survival of a species. Same, the reproduction takes place in the plant for their survival. Flower is the reproductive part of the plant, and this reproduction is performed by the flower. Flower is usually most beautiful part of the plant. There is structure of flower. You already have studied about the structure of flower. What is it? This is the structure of flower. That is the part of the plant, the part of flower which is attached to the stem, attached to the leaf, is known as stalk. First part of the plant is stalk. Support the plant, and flower may without in some plant this stalk is absent. There is absence of stalk in some flower. That type of flower are known as sessile plant, sessile flower. Tip of the stalk may also be enlarged. This is the tip of the this. The tip of the stalk is enlarged and swollen up. This part of flower is known as thalamus or receptacle. Receptacle. This is known as thalamus. This is known as the part is attached from the stem or a branch. This is known as stalk. In some plant, the stalk is absent. This type of flower are known as sessile plant. The tip of the flower has a swollen part. That part is known as thalamus or receptacle. There are 4 walls in a flower. There are 4 walls in a flower covered the thalamus. There is first wall is sepals. This is the layer of green small leaf is known as sepal. The first layer of flower is known as sepal, and collectively the old sepals collectively known as calyx. Suppose a plant has 4-5 sepals. These 5 sepals collectively known as calyx. The second wall of flower is large, brightly colored part. These are large. They are large as compared to the sepal. This part is known as petal. And this whole petal, total collectively, this number of petals are known as corolla. The whole number, the total number of petals are known as corolla. And the third inner part of this, the third layer of flower is known as androecium. That is androecium. In this part, male part is seen here, and the symbol of male is this, and the symbol of female part is this. This is the symbol of male part in a flower is this, and the symbol of female part in flower is this. The third layer, the third wall of flower is stamen, and stamen is consist of 3 parts, and the collectively all stamens collectively known as androecium. If a flower has 4-5 stamens in a flower, the 5 stamens collectively known as androecium. Stamens are having 3 parts, that is a bilobed anther, a filament, and there are that is anther, this is filament, and these anther has bilobed structure. In this there is a pollen grains in this anther, each usually ending in a bilobe tip. There are stamens, and the all stamens collectively known as androecium. Each stamen consists of thread-like structure, and that is known as filament. This is all about the third layer, third wall of flower. And the fourth wall of flower is female part, and it is known as gynoecium. The female part collectively known as gynoecium. In this part, the innermost, this is the innermost part of the flower. There is there is a pistil inside the flower, and that is, it has three parts. First is stigma, then style and ovary. Style and ovary. It has three parts, and last one is ovary. Ovary consists ovules, and stigma is the part where it takes pollen from the by the wind, by the insect or any other medium. There is the innermost part of flower, the fourth wall of flower is known as gynoecium, and gynoecium may be formed the single female unit called carpel or of the several fused carpel, and that is known as, it is also known as carpel, and pistil is the same thing. The pistil of flower, or it is also known as carpel, that is, the fourth part of flower is this, called the gynoecium. This part of flower is collectively known as gynoecium. Carpel consists of basal, ovary, then middle part of this carpel is known as style, and the uppermost part of the carpel is known as stigma. Here is the types of flower. Now the one thing is coming here, types of flower. There are two types of flower. There are two types of flower. One is complete, another is incomplete flower. In this flower, complete flower, all four walls are present. All four walls are present. It means it has calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. All four walls are present in a flower. That type of flower is known as complete flower. The example of this complete flower is rose, in which it contains all four walls. If one or more sets of floral walls are missing, the flower is called incomplete. If any one of is missing, if any one of four walls is missing, is known as incomplete flower. Either it may be sepal, petal, stamen or pistil. Any one of four walls is missing, the flower is known as incomplete flower or imperfect flower. Essential and non-essential part of flower. What are the essential part of the flower and what are the non-essential flower? They are directly concerned with the reproduction, because the flower is the reproductive unit of a plant. So it is necessary to have a all reproductive part in flower. These part consist of the stamen and carpels. Stamen and carpels are the reproductive part of the flower. The all androecium and gynoecium are present in flower are known as essential and non-essential. Accessories part are simply helping which part are protect the reproductive part of the flower, make the flower attractive, like sepals and petals, calyx and corolla. Attractive for the pollination. They are non-essential part. Calyx and corolla are non-essential part. Androecium and gynoecium are the essential part of the flower. In some cases, there is some changes may be possible in some plants. In some cases, the sepals and petals are look similar and cannot be differentiated from one another. They are looks same. Sometimes we get confused that it is a sepal or it is a petal. At the time, they are known as tepals. At the time when we cannot identify the sepals and petals, at the time they are known as tepals. Tepals means the sepals and petals cannot identify. Sepals and petals are look similar and we cannot find them particularly each other. That type of structure is known as tepals or parent. The collectively they are known as parent. Collectively they are known as parent. This is. But when the parent is green in color, it is described as sepaloid. If is green, if the parent is green, it means green, sepals are green in color, so that time parent is known as sepaloid. When the parent is known green, they are known as petaloids. Then the parent is known as petaloid. This is the changes in the sepals and petals and their structure. Now the word is coming here, bract. Bract is a structure of flower arise in the axil of a leaf-like structure. It arises from the leaf-like structure, and that is known as bract. Bract may be green like ordinary leaves. In this, bracts arise from the axil, tip of the branch or tip of the twig. Axil of a leaf-like structure, and it is a leaf-like structure. It is leaf-like structure and known as bract. Bract may be green like ordinary leaves. At the time they are colored. They may be colored. They may green or colored. The large and colorful bract of bougainvillea. There is a bougainvillea. Example of this type of Villia. The example of bract present in the bougainvillea plant is easily mistaken for petals. The actual flower in this case is small. The petals are actually we get confused by them because there is a small flower inside the bract. There is a small flower inside the bract. That is, these are the bract and they are colorful. And inside this bract there is a flower, a small flower, that is flower. This is. small cylindrical and arteries in the inner side of the brick. This is all about the brick. Then next is nectaries. Nectaries is a part in which a plant has a fragrant liquid called nectar. In this nectaries, it has nectar. It has nectar inside them. There is a sweet fragrance. It has sweet fragrance. Some plant has a very good smell, and we that attract us and insect for the pollination. That is known as nectar. And this nectar is found in the nectaries, and it is the last. This is nectar is found at the base of the flower, near the stalk and thalamus. Nectar secreting cells called nectaries. Nectar secreting cells are known as nectaries. This is the nectar secreting cells are known nectaries, are situated usually at the base of the pistil. It is situated at the base of the pistil, here near the stalk. Here, this is the, here is the ovary of a flower. Near the ovary, it is situated. Base of the pistil of the petal, the nectar attracts insect. This nectar attracts the insect like honeybee, butterfly, etc. for the cross pollination. These are nectaries. And this is the most prominent in the Nestidium. This is found in the Nestidium. These are the some different part of the plant. And now the sexuality in flowers. There are, according to sexuality, finds flowers are, there are three types of flower. If flower has both the reproductive part in one flower, or it may be male or female. If both the reproductive part is present in flower, anthers and ovary, stamens and pistils are present in one flower, they are known as bisexual or hermaphrodite. They are known as hermaphrodite. Stamens produce pollen and ovary produce ovule for the reproduction. Each enclosed with the egg. The ovule has eggs in them, and they are known as female gamete, and pollens are known as male gametes. The stamens and carpus are the male and female part of the flower. There are three types of flower, both male and female. These are the symbol of male and female part of the plant. Both male and female part present in one flower. Both male and female reproductive part present in one flower, and that type of flower is known as bisexual or hermaphrodite. It is known as bisexual or hermaphrodite if both the reproductive part is present in one flower. In some plants, there is only gynoecium is present. In some cases, there is only androecium is present. Only stamen is present in one plant, one flower. It is known as incomplete flower or staminate flower. They are known as staminate flower. If a flower contains only stamen, then the flower is known as unisexual or staminate, because stamen is present there. That type of flower are known as staminate. And in some cases, there is only pistil is present. The male part of flower is absent in there. In some cases, both in male female reproductive organs are lacking. Both are not present there. That type of flower are known as neuter flower. Both in this. The neuter flower, it means they do not have both the reproductive organ, male and female, stamen and pistil, both are absent in this plant. That type of plants are known as neuter flower. Then next is general description of the floral parts. Now we have to study one by one all four walls of a flower. Calyx. First wall of flower is calyx. All sepals collectively known as calyx. Usually they are 5 in numbers. Generally in most of the flower they are 5 in number. In some flowers they may be different, but generally they are 5 in numbers. They may be less or in a few cases more. In some cases they may be less than 5 and more than 5. Sepals may be free. In some plants sepals are free. Free means they are not attached to each other, and that type of calyx are known as polysepalous. Polysepalous. Free, it means they are not joined. They are free. They are not attached to one another. They are not attached to one another. That type of arrangement of calyx or sepal are known as free. In some cases, they are attached to each other. This type of wall, they are attached. they are attached to each other. That type of arrangement is known as fused. That type of arrangement is known as fused. If a flower has fused arrangement of sepals, they are known as gamosepalous. They are known as, if sepals are fused, they are attached to each other, and that is, they are known as gamosepalous. This, the arrangement of calyx is free. The sepals are, if the sepals are free, they are known as polysepalous, and the sepals are fused to each other. That type of arrangement is known as gamosepalous. There is a structure called epi. The second series of, in some cases, these are the sepals, but there is a small leaves. Small leaves are present there. These leaves are known as apicalyx. These small leaves are known as apicalyx. There may be a second series of sepal called episepals. Collectively, they are known as apicalyx. See, what happened here? These are the sepals, but there is a small leaves are also present there. One more series of green leaves is present. These small leaves are known as apicalyx or episepals. This is, and when the flowers opens, the sepal may fall off or persist. Sepals are usually green, but in some cases they are brightly colored, and that brightly colored sepals are known as petaloid sepals. We already studied about this, petaloid sepals, like in Gulmohar, where they are red. In Gulmohar, it is known as Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Gulmohar plant, the sepals are green in color. Sepals are red in color. Sepals are red in color. That type of sepal, if sepals are any other of color except green, that type of sepals are known as petaloids. The sepals protect the young flower bud, and when green, they also perform photosynthesis. If the sepals are green in color, they perform photosynthesis for the plant, and they are, when they are in young stage, it covers the whole bud of plant flower in this structure. So the young sepals protect the bud inside it, and if they are in green, they perform yes. The next is corolla. The second wall of flower is corolla. It is corolla. Corolla is a structure having the beautiful colored part of the flower, and these parts are known as petals. Petals are generally arranged in single bole. Same here, they are arranged in single board, but sometimes they are double board. They are having double board. The number of petals are more in double board, like in rose plant, poppy plant, or they may be arranged spirally. In some plants, they are arranged in spiral, one in inside out, inside out, inside out. The first layer of this, the flower is inside the flower, and another part is outside the flower. That type of arrangement is known as spirally arranged, and this arrangement is found in water lily. Petals may be free, polypetalous or gamipetalous, same as the sepals. They may be free or fused. If they are fused, they are known as polygamous, polypetalous, and if they are fused, they are known as gamopetalous. These are the arrangement of petals. Same here, means suppose they are free. They are free. They are not attached to one another. This type of arrangement is free. In some cases, they are joined, they are fused to each other. That is known as fused arrangement. This is fused arrangement and this is free arrangement. Fused and that is free. Same here, same as the sepals. Different kinds of arrangement of flower is given in the structure fused and free. The colorful and fragrant petals attract insect. These colorful part of the plant attract the insect for the pollination. They also protect stamens and pistils, especially when the petals form a tube. When the petals form a tube, they protect the plant inside the flower. This is all about. We will start this topic Androecium in next class. Androecium, Gynoecium, and after that we will complete the chapter in next period. If you have any